Yo, what's up? What's going on, YouTube? What's good? What's good? What's good? This is your boy Big Miz from the zoo, and I'm back with another story. Now, hold on. Okay, yo. All right. So, this is another video of some footage that came across my table. I mean, I was never at Phillips State Prison, but this is where this situation happened at. Phillips State Prison is a closer prison to Atlanta and the surrounding areas or whatever. And actually, I always wanted to get there. I always wanted to get to Phillips State Prison for some reason, because at the time that I was there, they were saying that was a sweet camp to be at. It was closer to Atlanta, so our families can come and see us, you know what I'm saying, more frequently. And I was all about that. Now, this situation right here, this is where they be saying that, yo, the Mexicans is on the BS. You know what I'm saying? Because they about to perform. And when they perform, they be going all out. They definitely be going all out. And for the most part, their numbers are different. And they're not from here, so they're figuring that they're from another whole nother country. They're here. Some of them as immigrants, some of them not. Some of them are actually citizens, but they don't deal with everybody. So when they get into the chain gang, they're moving way different. They're sticking close to their people, and they supposed to, because people will pick them apart if you don't. Now, I mean, now you might have some Mexicans that be in different gangs and stuff like that. You see them very far and few. But the ones that stick together, that's Nietas or MS-13s or Serranos or something to that nature, they're all sticking together. And when they move as a unit. When they move collectively. They move with a plan. It's always strategized. They keep the heaviest tools, the sharpest tools, the best weapons, and the most weapons inside the chain gang. Everybody knows this. So why did this man D, you know what I'm saying, Dietrich or whatever, but we're gonna call him D. Why did D, and this name is changed too. Don't go trying to do your homework on these people to cause any issues or nothing. I don't like that. That's why I switch up names all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But why did D try to outsmart them? I thought he wasn't gonna pay. I don't know. That is never a smart move, to get in a situation with them where you're making money with them, or you're going to one of them that's higher up, that's holding some money and got like a bank in his room, or got a whole bunch of rooms with food in, and you're coming to him and you're starting to get a bill and you owe them. It's not a good look. I don't care if you got bigger numbers and everything with your crew or whatever. You shouldn't even be going over there meddling with them and trying to get into any type of situation where you're owing them or betting them or going against them in any type of way. You're supposed to stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? Let your own people police your own people. But for this situation, this dude happened to be a civilian, and he thought he was slicker than oil, and he went and got into debt, and he was trying to catch out on this dorm. This individual was trying to catch out in the dorm, and the word got back to the Migos. And they're wondering, like, hold up, who dealt with him or whatever like that. They trying to figure out who dealt with him. Then they find out one individual that's with the Mexicans who was serving him, you know what I'm saying, and running up a tab or whatever. And he was contacting his mom. He was bringing money, you know what I'm saying, was sending money online and stuff, giving it to the Migo. He was happy with it. So he kept dealing with him. And through the time that he was dealing with him, he would pay some, then knock it down, then go back up, you know what I'm saying, owing a lot, then knock it back down, then clear the slate, then get some more. But this time, he got to the point of owing like $300 or $400, and he was trying to catch out. And the word was that he wrote a kite on himself to try to get himself put on PI or something like that, where that's pending investigation, PI, and he made up a whole elaborate type of story about himself and got it sent to like the counselors, or to give it to a sergeant or a captain or something like that, so they can make a quick move, a big move, and real quick. But word got to it like administrative orderly was cool with one of the Migos, and one of the Migos was also working in the nursing area, and he told him like, "Hey, somebody trying to catch out in this door. This was like a whole catch out move." You know what I'm saying? Like I was over the shoulder, over the counselor reading something that's supposed to go to the captain, and this dude trying to catch out. Do y'all know this person? I mean, and the Migos is paying attention to it. They go to the counselor's area. The counselor got it on the desk. They bringing them phones in. And then they send it off. They send it to the dorm. As soon as whoever received it, looked at it, they grouping everybody up. And they're speaking like, hey, who was dealing with this individual? And one guy say, hey, I was. Hector say, I was dealing with him. He was bringing good money. What's going on? What's the problem? And they're like, this is the problem. He's trying to catch out. This is the problem. Come on, I say, this is the problem. Like, you got to stay on these guys. You can't trust all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust all of them. And he was in major disbelief. So they automatically started putting them things on themselves. And they said, we're going to go to his room. We're going to tell his roommate, because they had respect for his roommate. His roommate was a chain gang vet. He don't deal with nobody. He don't play no games. He stay out the way. But they know him to be a type dude that will handle his own business, but he don't get into nobody else's business. So they stepped to him and they told him, yo, D owes us money. He's trying to write a kite on himself to get himself transferred and away from here. We need to handle this business. He need to come up out of that cell. And while they're telling his roommate that he's listening to what they're saying, he's trying to rationalize it, then chain gang rules come into full effect. He know this is not his business, but he know that his cellie got to come out that cell with all that nonsense or whatever he got going on. So once I show y'all the footage, this is the point where they just told him what time it is, what they're about to do. And then you got his cellie saying, yo, come on, you got to come up out that cell. You got to come up out that cell. And pay attention and watch it very closely. You see no weapons on none of the Migos until they start getting close enough and they see who's going to set it and stuff like that. Then they start bringing them things out. Watch the tape.
Hey, Jay, come up out of there, Jay. Hell no. Come up out of there. I don't know where to come up out of there.
Y'all might be wondering why he's not receiving no help in this situation. When you're a civilian and you go and do some BS and it goes against, you know what I'm saying, a different gang, people choose to mind their business and see how the situation is going to play out. And this is how it played out.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
And this man ran to some other African Americans' rooms, you know what I'm saying, some other inmates, and they stepped away from the situation too. It's like that. Don't go into the prisons playing games. Don't go into no county jail playing games. Don't go to no penitentiary playing games. Don't go in these situations playing games and owing nobody. That is a major rule. Don't go in debt with nobody's stuff. They take it too personally. They take it too serious. This is their stuff, whether they worked through getting a mule in and using their little money. It comes from a source. The money came from somewhere. And if it came from their family, they are to die about these situations, or they'll unalive you about the situation, especially if you're dealing with a whole bunch of lifers, especially Mexicans. Please don't put yourself in a predicament where you can mess around and get your own TV turned off in the process of you trying to be some type of slickster or some type of fool or bully or something like that inside the prison. Because once they get down to the nitty gritty of the situation and they find out the source, like, yo, oh, he was just doing drugs, he was just sniffing this, or he was doing that, and he started owing him, like, oh, so that don't got nothing to do with me. I have no parts in that. Your celly will step out of that situation and explain to you, yo, you was doing all the way wrong. I didn't even know you was on it like this, or I knew and I was minding my business, but I knew one day it'll come to a head and it'll happen just like this. I'm asking y'all, stay out the way, stay out the streets, stay out of trouble, stay out of harm's way. Don't do nothing stupid outside in these streets and find yourself in somebody's county jail, prison, or chain gang. That's a fact. I'm going to keep on telling y'all. And, yo, due to the fact, and I'm going to keep on saying this, I don't make no type of compensation on these videos on YouTube. So support the channel. The link is right here, because I didn't put it last time. The link is right here. Support the channel. This your boy Big Miss from the zoo. I'm going.